Today we'll recap SmackDown, Raw, and NXT, talk about the Raw NXT shows in Cincinnati, predict the Elimination Chamber, and talk about wrestling from other promotions. All this and more coming up.
Tony fumbled.
Hi,
Hi, Divas!
Welcome to the Diva discussion. I'm your host, Savannah Belote, and I'm joined today by my co-host, Serena Epperson.
What up?
And, of course, our favorite diva, Logan Thomas.
What's good?
All right, we know the drill. Let's start with SmackDown. We had Tiffany Stratton defeat Candice LeRae, and Trish Stratus came out as well.
Was it Charlotte on commentary during this match as well?
I can't remember, honestly.
I think
Yeah,
so.
she
Yeah, she
watch it.
was. Yeah, she was. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. But
I love
after the
Tiffy.
match,
It's Tiffy time
Nia
always.
and Candice attack Tiffany, but that'll also bring out Trish Stratus, and that'll
Trishy
coincide
time
with the fact that they have a match at Elimination Chamber, but we will talk about that later. We had Liv and Raquel attack Naomi and Bianca ahead of their match on Raw this week, which it was supposed to be a match with Naomi and Liv, but then it got canceled, then it got put back on, and then it got interfered again. I don't know. It was a
It was very confusing. Very
Yeah.
confusing time.
Definitely.
Mhm. We had DIY and Pretty Deadly's match ended in a no contest with Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits brawl after the match.
Oh my lord.
And it pretty much sets up a future match, I think, at Mania with the 4 tag
That
teams.
would
Oh,
be
I would love
lovely.
that. Yeah,
It'd be a good
Lovely.
match.
I would love that.
Be awesome. And of course, we have I feel like the top headline from SmackDown being The Rock showing up unexpectedly
If you smell.
and the Cody Rhodes segment, which The Rock was acting pretty strange, asking Cody to be his champion, and
I want your
he
soul.
wants his
He wants
soul.
his soul. What? Like,
What
what does
is-
that mean?
I don't know. So is Cody selling out and gonna be Rock's champion? We'll find out at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Like, do we think Cody is actually gonna accept this?
Probably
like,
not.
Probably not, but we will talk about that more later. We will get to Raw, which was in Cincinnati, but we'll also talk about that later.
Yeah.
Lot of later segments coming up. But Ludwig Kaiser defeats P. Dunne and Penta in a triple threat match, and this is Penta's first loss on Raw.
That scoundrel
feeling?
Ludwig
I don't wanna
Kaiser,
talk about it.
man.
I don't
Oh,
either.
What a
I
scoundrel.
mean, granted,
At least
Ludwig-
Penta wasn't the one to take the pin.
Yeah, it was P. Dunne.
He's
but
not getting pinned that quickly.
Mhm.
No,
no.
but at least-
Ludwig did cut a promotion on the commercial break saying that 2025 is going to be the year of Ludwig Kaiser.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's already off to a strong start for him. with the
I
getting
don't know
win.
about all that. Unless he
know.
wins the IC title.
I
Yeah.
doubt it.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent that
There's
are
too
probably
many.
above him in the pecking order. So it's
They've
not-
built too many people up to face Braun Breaker. It's kind of like up in the air. Like, honestly, in my opinion, like it could go. Like, there's so many different people.
Yeah.
All right. We also had Lyra Valkyria defeat Dakota Kai for the IC title. So she retains her title once again after
Mm-hmm.
her first title defense. But after, we also had Ivy Nile attack her and Ivy hold up the championship. So
Mhm.
I feel like Ivy's next in line
Yeah,
for
definitely.
this title.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Being a Braun Breaker, he got another person to add to a potential feud for his championship, and that is Finn Balor after defeating Dominic
Oh,
Mysterio.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. 'Cause
That little
Finn,
stare off was
That
was pretty
awesome.
Finn
It
gave
was
him
pretty
that
cool.
crazy look.
cool. It was pretty cool.
Ladder match. Multi-man ladder match.
Yeah.
I
It'd
love-
be good
yeah.
because you got Sheamus, you got Penta, you got AJ Styles. I guess Ludwig Kaiser now.
And Finn.
And Finn.
We
yeah.
know Finn won't win, though.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Finn
Finn.
Balor.
Pin Balor, as always.
We had a great Seth and Cody promo happen,
Ooh.
which Cody was a surprise because he wasn't even advertised for the show.
Yeah.
But they had a good talk about their history with each other, from the Authority to Cody's return back at WrestleMania 38 and all that whole history going on. So this should be interesting to Cody's decision.
Yeah, that
that he makes.
promo was pretty cool.
Yes. And of course, we had Liv and Raquel defeat Bianca and Naomi for the women's
What
tag
a
team
match that
championships.
was. Oh,
It was
my gosh.
awesome. There were
Very.
so many near falls.
Yeah, very back
It had
and
me
forth.
stressed.
The energy in there was crazy.
Yeah.
No, it was. The energy in that arena was crazy.
Probably one of the best women's tag title matches
I
ever,
gotta
in my
say,
opinion.
Triple H booked that pretty good.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really good.
Real quick, we're going to run through NXT. We had Stephanie Vaquer defeat Carmen Petrovic for the Women's North American Championship.
Oh,
and I must say, it was a
yeah.
great
It was
match.
amazing match.
Hard hitting.
They
Mhm.
made Carmen look so good, as always.
Yes. We had Moose defeat Lexus King in his hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio, which was unfortunate, but it's okay.
I mean, that was bound to happen. But that was a really good match, too.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed that. They were both killing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Hardy Boys made their return to
Yeah.
WWE
Yeah.
and defeated No Quarter Catch Crew. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah, they haven't missed a beat, for real.
No.
I remember
absolutely not.
everyone was hating on them during their AEW run. They were like, y'all need to retire. They looked great.
They did.
Mhm.
They
They
really
looked
looked great in
amazing.
that match.
And we had Ricky Saints and Javon Evans defeat Wesley and Ethan Page. And that was crazy too because we also had the Tony fumbled chance.
Tony fumbled.
It was crazy. It was awesome.
Man. Oh, we
And-
also had Lola Vice and Ariana Grace, too. That was like a
Yes.
nothing match. But
I was
yeah.
the only Ariana Grace fan in there. I'm just going to say that. Probably. But with that being said, we will be right back to talk about our experience at the shows this week in Cincinnati.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
Don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. As promised, we will talk about our experience at the shows this week in Cincinnati. We'll start with Raw. I know Serena and I both went. Serena, how was it for you, considering we were there together?
It was amazing. I feel like by far the match of the night was definitely the triple threat with Penta. For me personally, that match was amazing.
I have to disagree. I'd say the tag match was, as much as I hate the result.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that match was really good. That match was really good.
There were so many moments where it was like, oh, are they gonna win? Oh, they're gonna win. Oh, they're gonna win. But I mean, it was.
And then we
spoiled
seen that
for
pyro
us.
being rolled out, and we were like, oh, Liv and Raquel's winning this. But it was great. My first draw.
Your first draw?
And it was amazing. We were on Netflix. It was great.
We were on Netflix. If you zoom in close enough, you can see us.
Energy
That's
in that
exactly what I
arena
did.
was insane.
No, out of all the Raws I've been to, because this is my third.
Yeah.
Granted, I went when I was 10 and I went a year ago. I would say it'd be the best one that had energy-wise. There wasn't really much competition for that, other than the one when I went to 10 years ago. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we had really good seats for it.
Got club seats, got free
Mhm.
parking.
was-
Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah,
But no,
big
it
shout
was the best. I got it. We both got signed posters. I got a signed Jey Uso poster.
I got a sign CM
Of
Punk.
course, Jey Uso girl over here.
Mm-hmm. And you saw Jay for about 2 seconds.
Yeah, I got to see my boy Jay for a little bit.
Yeet.
Which I knew he probably wasn't gonna have a match. I knew that probably was gonna happen.
Yeah.
He was just gonna come out for
Mhm.
Gunther, but
No, my gripe.
still got to
was-
see him.
My gripe. When Rhea had her little interview across the
Ugh.
freaking arena, I threw my phone at somebody. I threw my phone at the back of some guy's head. I was apologizing, but. And just to find when her music hit, I did that, and then I was like, "Are you kidding? She's all the way over there. I can't even see her."
Yeah, we couldn't see any of like
They
those
didn't have
little
screens
interviews.
on.
Yeah.
You could only hear them though. So I'm like, "What is
Why'd you
happening?"
throw your phone?
I was
She got so excited.
I was ready to record, and I'm like, I can't record anything now. So like, it like whipped between seats too. I was like, shoot,
Oh.
what am I gonna do? I was like,
Brutal.
but yeah, it was crazy. I don't think anything else really happened, so we can go ahead and move on to NXT,
Yeah.
and we can include Logan in this conversation. 'cause you
Yeah.
were
Logan was
also
there.
I ain't go to Raw. but I
Logan
did
had
go.
better seats than us.
I
It's
sure
okay.
did.
hmm
But yeah, that was. That
How's
show
your
was-
experience?
It was 10 out of 10.
Is it your
show.
first NXT show?
Yes, my first NXT
It was also
show.
my first.
Mine too.
Yep, it was all of our first
They
NXT
don't,
shows.
they don't really go on the road and live like that too
Yeah,
often. I
they're
think that was
usually
just like
in
a
Orlando.
Yeah.
more recent thing. But
Yes.
yeah, it was great.
It was
my
amazing.
gosh.
We got to see Roxy.
Mm.
Love her. The buff Sabrina Carpenter, Jordan
Jordan
Grace.
Yeah,
and
she's
then
jacked.
the one and only, the Hardy Boys.
Yes.
Of course.
Mhm.
That might have been match of the, the match
No,
of the
for
night,
real, yeah.
honestly.
No,
It
it
was
was so
awesome.
good. It was so good. And then me and Savannah,
We had a interesting experience
we
with
had
this show.
at the end.
Well, we can start at the beginning too. The people that were sitting in front of us actually sat in front of us at Raw.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So she
Yeah,
may be
we-
listening to this. So hey, girl.
Yeah, hey girl. We
That's
We met up with.
we were doing our promo video for our Instagram. We're gonna
If you
plug our
follow
Instagram
that.
later. We were doing a video, and then she turned behind us, and she was like, "Oh, like I heard you guys doing the same video at Raw."
Damn.
It was just so funny. And then she subscribed to our YouTube channel, and right then and there, and it was so cool.
Yes, and then after the show, we met up with people that we knew from Royal Rumble, as well as some new people, and we got to meet some of.
Shout
the-
out to Haley, Sierra, Caleb,
And
Stephanie.
Yeah. We got to meet some people from the show. So we got to meet Trick Williams.
Trick Willie.
We got to see Santino Marella from TNA.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see Carmen Petrovic, Kalani Jordan,
Kalani, my fave.
Lexus King, hometown. Yep.
Hometown hero.
There you
We got
go.
to see Ricky Saint.
Yeah, he
come
hit us
out
with
and
that pose.
He posed for
Got
us.
us good. It was awesome.
We
The
got to
goat.
see Roxy.
Future goat.
I got
get
to
on
see
the
Ethan
bus.
Page.
Yeah.
Ethan Page.
Yeah, Ethan.
He
yeah,
was so
tell about
lovely.
tell about your experience with Ethan.
He started waving, and then he was getting on the bus, and he got back off, and then he started blowing a kiss, and then he just planted it right on his butt. I'm gonna keep PG,
Keep it PG.
as our truth would say.
I don't even know if that's PG.
And then we also got to see Jordan Grace get on the bus, Roxy get on the bus.
Matt Hardy waved at us.
Yeah, Matt waved at us.
Matitude. Delete.
Yeah, overall, it was a great show.
It was amazing. Yeah, we got to see some others get on the bus as well. But
Yeah, I would say.
oh, we got to see
10
Shawn
out of 10.
Michaels get in his car too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
he
great.
He whipped at us. Probably was like, "I'm ready to get out of here."
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, Corey Graves too walked right by us and was
Mhm.
like, "Thank y'all for coming."
overall, it was a great 2 days in Cincinnati. WWE, if you're listening to this, which you probably aren't, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Please
book
keep
more
coming to
shows in
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Please, we love you.
Book a PLE in Cincinnati.
Yes, I've been saying this.
Paycor's open. Paycor's open.
You don't have to be a
Paycor
mania.
and
It's probably it'll
Heritage
probably
Bank
never be a
Arena.
mania, but
Yep.
like
Yep. Well, with all that being said, we will be right back to talk about Elimination Chamber.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
My mother was always very active and independent, and she was familiar with her neighborhood. But one day, she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. She wasn't even really sure where she was at.
It's important for you to talk to someone about it. I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, we'll figure it out.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys, I love this song. I love these nachos. I love our kickball league. Ugh! I love this guy. What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
Welcome back. We will now be talking about our predictions for the Elimination Chamber happening this Saturday.
Whoop.
We're going to start with the Women's Elimination Chamber, which will be Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez versus Liv Morgan. What do we think? Who is winning?
That is tough, actually.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Because there's a bunch of like arguments you can make for each person to win this. I'm between Bianca, Roxanne, and Liv.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be Liv. Liv has a tag team belt, and she just had a world title run. I don't think it's going to be her.
But Triple H, he books however he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So that's what's playing into my
I could see
mind here.
If Liv wins, I can see Liv interfering with Rhea and Io's match
on Monday,
and then make them end up making it a triple threat.
That would make it more interesting.
That would make it more interesting. I'd rather see that, obviously, than another Liv Rhea.
Oh my God.
I don't need Liv Rhea again.
No.
I really don't.
I am torn between Alexa and Bianca. On one hand, Bianca is also involved now with like the Jade Cargill story as well.
So
and they've been talking about it a lot more.
Exactly.
We thought she was going to come back on Monday.
So it's possible she comes back on Saturday.
Yeah, it is possible. And then either costs Naomi or Bianca or maybe both or whatever the chamber match, but I don't know if Bianca's gonna win because she's still tied up with that, and that could be her Mania match.
Which is why I factor in Roxanne, because she's up and coming from NXT.
Yeah.
I don't see her winning though. I think it's too soon.
It is too soon, but also
I don't know. You never know, honestly. Like,
I really don't.
She'll have a good performance.
I honestly didn't think that she was gonna qualify in the first place. I was surprised, but also I love it. I love that she got it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna make my prediction. I'm gonna say Bianca.
You're gonna say Bianca?
I'm going Bianca.
Full Bianca.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna go with her too, because Rhea and Bianca at Mania.
That'd
for
be crazy.
World Championship.
Maybe
that's money.
Maybe that's when Jade comes back.
Who knows?
Like they're gonna wait that long for Jade to come back.
Yeah. What's your picks, Rhea?
I want to say, oh my gosh, I can't say Bianca now because y'all both said Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
You going
but
with Alexa?
I'll say Bianca. Okay. I'm still torn between. I mean, Alexa Bliss is still in the back of my mind though.
Yeah.
Because they could give it to her because she just came back, but you know what I mean? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But going full Bianca.
Yeah. We got the men's chamber match, which is John Cena versus CM Punk versus Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul.
We don't talk about that last
Logan Paul's going to win it all. No, I'm kidding.
No. I feel more certain about this one, so I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
It's going to be CM Punk.
I'm going full punker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to say John Cena.
Here's the thing. I think
Ooh.
Logan's costing Cena, and that's the WrestleMania match. I'm going to still
I
say that.
don't want
I'm going to still say
it.
that. I'm sorry.
I
sorry.
don't
I just,
want it.
he's a menace, and he's going to ruin it somehow.
I don't want it.
You might be right, though.
But what if
That's a good prediction.
Punk and Logan at Mania? Because Punk and Logan have been going back and forth.
I want that
lately.
even less.
I do too, but
I
you
don't
never
think,
know with
I don't think
Triple
Punk
H.
wants that. He's gonna put his foot down and be like, hell nah. No, we're not doing that shit.
It ain't happening.
No, I don't want. I mean, maybe they do Cena and Logan at Mania just to quote unquote boost Logan. I don't know.
We don't like him. They need to get over it.
We hate
Anyways,
Logan.
we have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an
Oh
unsanctioned
my
match.
god, that's gonna be.
I am predicting this is going to be match of the night.
Yeah.
I think Sammy wins.
I think Sammy wins.
I think
Yeah.
Kevin wins.
Oh, really? Oh,
she
so yeah,
could,
Kevin
right?
hasn't had a win lately, has he?
I mean, not in a big title match, pay-per-view match,
Yeah.
PLE match.
Yeah. But I'm going to go with Kevin. You guys are both going Sami.
No, I'm gonna switch to Kevin.
Okay.
I'm switching to Kevin now. Actually, now that I think about it more,
There you go.
I'm going
going
Kevin.
with Sammy.
All right. All right. We got
I love
Tiffany
you, Sammy,
Stratton versus Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae. I think if they want to give Trish the win in her home country, they will.
Yeah.
If that's the road they're going.
They will. Candice is
So,
taking the pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
go
going
with-
Tiffany and Trish.
I see it going either way. But I want Tiffy and Trish.
Yeah,
Alright.
they could do Nia. Nia pin one of them to
Yeah,
keep it going. But yeah.
To build the Tiffy and Nia feud.
Mm.
And then we have Cody and The Rock. What do we think Cody will do? Will he be Rock's champion? Yes or no?
Nah.
No.
No.
I've been seeing a lot of people think that Drew is going to be the one to sell his soul to The Rock.
Yeah, he probably would. He probably would.
For sure.
Yep. And with that all being said, we will be right back to talk about AEW, TNA, and of course highlight our independent promotion.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
We are back. We're gonna talk about AEW. Logan, do you have any idea what's going on with this Hangman and MJF feud?
They just started, they were bumping into each other in the hallways, kind of staring each other down, kind of talking crap to each other. Yeah, and then it's kind of just boiled over to, like, I wouldn't say a blood feud, but they're definitely not vibing with each other, definitely not feeling each other. So now they're gonna have a match at Revolution. So that should be good. I thought it was interesting that MJF lasered off his AEW tattoo, or I don't know if that was just for show.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Maybe he's trying to go to WWE later. He's gotta get rid of that shit.
And then we have Ospreay and Fletcher having a match.
Oh man,
is it at Revolution?
I don't know if y'all. Yeah, that's a Revolution.
Okay.
Steel cage match, Revolution. I don't know if y'all watched Full Gear, but Fletcher and Fletcher and Ospreay had a great match there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a crazy one.
Who won that match?
Kyle Fletcher did, surprisingly.
Okay. So do we think Ospreay's going to win this match?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and move on to TNA. I know we have a little bit more on that. But we had Elijah make his TNA debut, formerly known as Elias.
Oh, yeah.
Help out after an ambush to Joe Hardy during his concert.
Whoa. Hold on. Joe Hardy.
Joe Hendry.
Come on.
I'm so tired.
Come on.
I'm so tired. Well, I mean, he did have that little tag team thing with the Hardy
Joe
Boys.
Hardy's.
Joe Hardy's, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Joe Hendry. My bad. But we also had the Rascals defeat NXT's Tyson and Tyreek, with Wesley actually being there. Former Rascal.
Wow.
So, it's pretty cool. JDC Fandango defeats Leon Slater. So the system was there. So Moose is in the system. So with that happening after the match, Oba Femi crossed the line into TNA, and
we sure did
see the system versus Oba Femi and the Hardy Boys. Actually, the Hardy Boys. I think it's tonight too.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is tonight. That match is happening tonight.
So it should be
I'm
very
excited
good.
That's a crazy
if you want to watch TNA tonight. And then, as well as someone else from NXT, Cora Jade did send a message to Masha Slamovich, and at TNA's Sacrifice, it will be Masha versus Cora for the Knockouts title.
Dang, that should be good.
Is Masha going to retain, or is Cora going to be a TNA champion?
They're not really doing that much with her in NXT, honestly.
I know, because after she lost at
Vengeance Day, there's not really much for her.
She's kind of feuding with Roxanne I say.
But
there's not really much going on
after
there.
this past week's NXT, Roxanne interrupted Jordan Grace, so we might see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just feel like they're not doing much with Cora. So honestly, I see it going either way. They might put it on Cora.
They could.
That would be cool. Give it to Cora. Why not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make things interesting.
Because I know they have a lot other matches going on with NXT people getting chances for TNA titles. I mean, Fraxium is getting their chance at the TNA tag titles against the Hardy Boys.
That'll be interesting. I wonder who
that's
will
gonna
win
be
that.
that's going to be at Roadblock.
That's going to be at Roadblock.
And then Moose gets a chance for the NXT Championship against Obafemi at Roadblock.
Oh my God.
That's going to be crazy.
No bread, no water, just meat.
There was somebody with that sign at NXT too.
Yes, I saw it.
It was awesome.
That was great.
But we had that happen on TNA. I'm going to circle back to NXT since we really didn't get to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll also have Julia and Stephanie title for title at Roadblock. But there was a report that Julia is injured.
Yep. So looks like Julia's going to lose her belt.
I like the way HBK is booking this.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, if Julia really is injured, this is a great way to let her recover and, like, do what she needs to do for her injury, besides just relinquishing it.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. As much as I love Julia, but I like what he's doing with this.
Steph 2 belts.
Yeah,
that's what she's
Steffi
gonna
2
be.
belts.
Steph 2 belts, baby.
And of course, as always, we will highlight our independent promotion, which this week is Premier Wrestling Federation. And PWF hails from North Carolina, and they describe themselves as different styles of professional wrestling, producing events in a positive manner featuring a variety of styles.
Oh, yeah.
Direct quote. But tomorrow night is their 24th anniversary show since they were started in 2001.
Ooh.
And 2 members from the WWE ID program, Jackson Drake and Sean Legacy, will be having their 3rd match against each other at this show.
Oh,
and it will, whoever wins will qualify for a chance to have a match against the current Oceanic champion.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So they
exciting.
actually get an opportunity to have a title, which is
I love that.
That's
cool.
good. Good for them.
So if you want to watch the show and the other matches that are a part of this show, it'll be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on independentwrestling.tv if anybody wants to tune in.
I'll tune in. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be
that's
good.
Interesting. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. But thank you again for listening to this episode. Listen to The Northerner Now, produced in the same studio, and follow us on Instagram at Diva Discussion Pod and at TikTok at The Diva Discussion.
Bye, Diva.
Bye, Divas.
Bye-bye.